Hello YouTube, J Bob the Video Game Slob coming back at ya with the facts from November with another part of the 5K Black Friday buy-a-thon. Show you what we're picking up, show you what's been going out, show you why I'm the biggest slob in video game collecting, because none of this makes any sense. And yeah, I don't know, go from there. Let's see if we can get a conversation going on that. Already bought this, but the Toaplin Evercade stuff. I'm big into Evercade stuff. You've watched this channel, you know that. I've got the whole set so far, all of them in the main and the the other two offshoot branches. I don't have all the console variants, but why? Who needs all that? But I get one of all the games. They had a really good sale on VGP for these, and so I picked up a pair of duplicates. I think these were, I don't know, $20 each or something Canadian, maybe they were 20 American, but somewhere in that, 15 American to 20. Deep Rock Galactic, I think the same thing, $15. But people seem to really love this game. It's the special edition. It comes with the special content. You can really feel it's pretty weighty with the poster and the 4 art cards. So I'll spend $15 on a game, if I think it's kind of a classic or a cult one, or comes with some extra fuzzies in there. So we got that. In a video a while back, you saw I picked up 2 or 3 of these, whatever the limit was when they dropped these. Xbox One games that have come out from Limited Run, if you didn't know that was a limited run, have gotten very expensive, but with Black Friday, VGP kept dropping these. So I think this was like 50 Canadian, which was like 40, but I don't know, 37.50, $40 American. I checked eBay after this one came in because this will get sold off. I already bought 2 or 3 of these, so I don't need this for collecting or investing or anything like that. It'll go right on out. I think the cheapest sold ones were like 65 American, so should get a decent margin, lower my dollar cost average on the other ones I had. I was shocked it was still in stock. Really the only ones listed on eBay, I think the cheapest was 74 and some change, or $75. So not an easy game to get. These continue to be expensive. Make sure you get them when you can. These were all very limited. When Best Buy a while ago made an error, I think. Maybe it was supposed to be Black Friday, maybe not. It only lasted for an hour or two, but I was able to jump in pretty early on. I missed one of the games that sold out very fast. I can't remember what it was anymore, but I got Ring Fit in this deal already. That arrived. And something else was in this deal that already arrived, but here was the main stack. Most of these were 25. The new Pokemon Snap. I've probably said it a million times in older videos, but we don't think we've probably covered it here. I love the Pokemon Snap on the 64. Whenever I'm testing a 64, I bring it out, and often just, end up beating the game before the end of the day. It's just one of my favorite games, and it's just a whole lot of fun. And so, honestly, I've still never played this version of it. I do have an open copy already, so it's great to have some sealed copies of it, as I'm going for sealed Pokemon set on the Switch, and of course all the first-party type games. So, great to have those. We'll sell off at least one of them to make some money back. Of all the games that were in here, this was the one that was $20. Again, I don't know why. I feel like that was an error, but Fire Emblem Engage, I didn't have this. So I'll definitely keep one. I'll probably take one to my buddy, since, that's what good friends do. I might just sell the other off right now, or attempt to, just to get the money back on mine, or have mine at a dollar cost average very near zero. And I still may charge him, a $5 convenience fee for finding it. But who knows? So yeah, 3 of those. Yeah, and so, Bayonetta, I don't know, is Bayonetta officially considered a first-party title? But boy, I do love the cover art. And it's just one of those games that always ends up, it's a Sega title, always ends up, sort of being collectible, especially like on the Wii U, and that I think it had a pretty good collector thing. So, collector following. I always like to pick it up whenever I see it, so we got that. And this was dumb. I only grabbed one of these, so it's like Miitopia. That's really dumb, but I don't have it, and it's first party, and it's like $25. So let's get a copy. Yeah, I think the cheapest copies I saw, like afterwards, so I was just, grabbing things, was like $40 or $45. It's like, oh, I definitely should have grabbed some extras. So I was just grabbing that for me. I definitely should have got some to resell. Stupid. Kicking myself in the butt for that. But that is what it is. So we picked up the check. We restocked the Antique Mall today. Picked up December's check. And yeah, I don't figure we just show you what was selling in the month of November. I don't think I did a very good job of this. So remember, the deal is the ticket price over here is, what I put literally on a sticker that goes on the item. And then the commission, they take 10% of every sale I have. And then if somebody pays with a credit card, I have to pay the credit card fee naturally. And then we get the final sales amount over there. Yeah, so I have no idea what Lionel World is on the DS. That does not sound like anything. Mario World? Digimon World? I don't know what Lionel World would have meant, but yeah, you can see that doesn't spell anything that I can think of. So yeah, the same with pack of posters. I sometimes instead of just writing down what you put on the sticker, they just make up whatever they did. Oh, I know what this is. This was from ages ago. Out of a free bin at a garage sale, they had all these monster truck posters. And so, yeah, I was just like, well, whatever. It's in a free bin. It'll just hang on the end of my showcase. So I'll make, part of my money back. I love a free bin. You can always make, $1, but it's free money. So yeah, I don't know. Monster truck posters became pack of posters. Metro 2033 has a Y in it, as you can see there. So they are not super great. And then the next three, even though you put the name on there, a lot of times they get busy at the checkout counter and they just write the word game, which is super annoying, or 4 PS2 games at 15. Did they really get 4 PS2 games that were all exactly $15? I hope so, and somebody just didn't cut corners. I don't know. Gremlin Smug, I remember picking up at a garage sale for $1. Finally got it up there and said, I bet somebody will pay me like 2-3 times that. Great margin. I wish I could make 300% on everything, but, wish it was all, not at $1. Yeah, and so, yeah, there you're getting the 64 games, Aiden Chronicles, Zelda. I'm assuming that's Banjo-Kazooie that got turned into Lazooie, Donkey Kong 64, GoldenEye spelled uniquely there. And for 30, it was a pretty rough copy of that, so that's why it's kind of cheaper. The World is not enough, nor enough. Pretty funny. Yeah. So, and again, the people checking people out are generally older. The Nintendo 64, and I always write, comes with cords and controllers. I don't know why some of the things feel the need to write that down. NCAA football still selling, and I say it a lot, but the Sim stuff, always pretty hot. That's good. I bought this giant collection of Ray Dunn stuff with a bunch of candles out at a hoity-toity riverfront, waterfront community garage sale. And so what was pretty funny about that is I sold off all the candles, made a decent amount of profit, and then I thought, well, I'll sell this Ray Dunn stuff off, and it will be super easy, and I'll make a bunch of free money. So I am charging next to nothing for it, $4, and still can't sell it. I have tons of it. But still, it's all profit, but I would love to get rid of that tote of crap out of my garage. Call of Duties, I mean, you can find them at garage sales cheap. I get them in bundles cheap. People trade them into me pretty cheap. So yeah, cat sign. I got all these cat signs for $0.25. I think I bought 4 for $1. Sold one for $3. So, good margin on that. It's just little things like that at garage sales that help to keep paying the gas and the maintenance as you go across and you're looking to find video games that hang at the end of my showcase and sell and make me some extra money. I did eventually move my showcases down to where they are on the end cap, so I get that extra space. It's not a ton of money, but as you're seeing, it just sort of adds up each month. Helps pay the bills, gets you a little more profit, more Call of Duty. And so what's great is all those have kind of, a lot of cheap off-brand games. Of course, I always got to pay, more like 50% for collections when they come with Mario's. But yeah, it's always good to sell because they're always higher dollars. So somebody had some really good taste there. That was probably, all one day. That probably all went to one collector who wasn't crazy. A lot of times I look back on these and it's like, oh, I should probably go check Explorers of Time. Did that move up? Did I get snuck on that one? Gotta love the March Madness listed as a DVD instead of a PS2. Yeah. So I guess we won't go through everything. Just trying to give you a flavor of what was selling this month. PS3 systems, I put 100 on. There you go. Various games and various spelled atrociously there. SNES consoles, I've been getting 110 on. There you go. I had another one of those cat signs that was $0.25 selling off there. Yeah, I don't know. Anything other interesting stories in here? Again, I always keep WWE games in stock for just this reason. I pick them up for $2 a piece because they're sports games, and that's where local places sell them to me at. And that's just a really good margin. It's stuff like that that really helps, build your own video game collection. And, when you're thinking, oh, this game's 10 or 25 bucks, well, buy these for $2, and then you're getting that stuff for yourself for free. PS4, great example. I had to go deal with this. I mark everything as firm, but anything over $20, customers can traditionally, if it's not marked as firm, ask for a discount on, but they have to pay cash. And this person paid with a credit card. So I had to spend 5-10 minutes on the phone just now saying, hey, you need to credit that money back to my account. You've made a mistake. And they agreed to do that. Of course, it won't go on this check. It'll go on next check. But for me, that's not an issue. But there's a lot of people there that live paycheck to paycheck, and losing that money is not great for them. So you always got to stand up for yourself. And that's part of doing business, is calling and having uncomfortable conversations, because you want the cashiers to be happy and, ring your stuff out accurately. And of course, recommend customers to go to your showcase and buy your stuff. But it's hard to reprimand them and also say, hey, you messed up and I need my money back. So, tough conversations. That's part of doing business. Wonder Woman mug, again, stuff I put on top of the showcase. Try to make a few extra dollars that hopefully matches with what I do today. I put a CRT TV up there. I've been told nobody sells those. And so, trying to move those out of my garage as they take up a lot of space. But people throw them out, and so I just pick them up when I'm out at garage sales all summer for free. That'll be I sold 4 last week. That's the 5th one I've put out for sale. As you can see, WWE, WCW, Pokemon, all selling very well. Sonic, Mario, all selling very well. But it's games like Homefront that I love getting rid of because, those are just things that, everybody has a ton of. Goosebumps books, I'm always on the lookout for those. Those always sell. I love picking up, I don't know if I did a video on this, but my buddy picked me up a bunch of the Mario 64 games for $5. Triple margin on those. A lot of times you can get import games. People love picking those up for their collections. More Marios, more WWEs. More things just generically marked card or game. Not great. And there you can see the deductions. I pay $50 for 2 of my showcases. I split one with a friend for $25 because I wanted to get him in. Let's see, total sales for the month, we were at $3,400. After you take out the commissions and credit card fees, we took home a check of $2,800. That's a pretty stellar month. I'm not going to say it's the best month I've ever had, but it's top 10. We don't have a ton of months that go over 3,000. Kirby spelled fun there. I'm just, again, selling my Sims and Wii Sports games that aren't Wii Sports is kind of a great thing about having a showcase, because they're not going to move through Marketplace. They're not going to move on eBay. Even my friend who has the video game store doesn't sell through a lot of that stuff. So he can take that in bulk. I can buy it off of him very cheap and put it in and make $5 and $7 off games I pay $1 for. So there you go. That's how to sell video games for fun and profit. Here's how to waste all that profit on things you probably shouldn't. And spend a bunch of time making only a couple dollars. But hopefully you can be like J Bob, the video game slob. Spend all of your free time not playing video games, but being a collector, investor, and dealer. Till next month, we'll see you, YouTube.